This is the vocabulary for Lesson 17 in the Sign Language Made Simple book. Sentence number 1. My advice, it has to him, was to stop deceiving poor people. Deceiving. Dealing under the table. I would say lying, cheating, but there is a sign here. It looks like deceiving. Deceiving under the table. Deceiving. Poor, poor people. Sentence number 2. His influence in the class proved he didn't care. His influence, kind of I use that same as advice. Influence in class proved, I use don't care, didn't care, don't care. Number 3, he invented his reason for missing class. Invented his reason, cause, excuse for missing class. Number 4, I guess he is only crazy. Okay, I guess he's only, I do only. Only, the book does only. Crazy or crazy. Number 5, she became dizzy after he kissed her. Became dizzy after kissed or kissed. Kissed or kissed her. Number 6, it is comfortable to know he doesn't want revenge. Comfortable to know doesn't want, and it's either revenge, and it also shows to get even. I've not used that. I've used revenge, actually more like revenge, but maybe you'll see it like this too, like get even. Number 7, he is so selfish that I really pity him. He selfish, I pity. Pity, have sympathy on him. Pity. Number 8, his jealousy and boasting show he is vain. His jealousy or envy, jealousy, and boasting, it's kind of the Y hand shape at the hips, boasting, show he is vain. It's kind of like this, vain, like me, vain. With the V's, vain. Number 9, he is also awkward and nervous. He's also awkward and nervous. Number 10, we must be patient with him in this situation. Number 11, yesterday he was ashamed and embarrassed. Ashamed and embarrassed. Number 12, he causes much grief and suffering to his mother. Okay, so he causes much grief. Crushed heart. They're showing this. I would do maybe crushed heart, and suffering, agony to his mother. Suffering, it looks like the sign for year. It's not a sign that I have ever used. I don't, pain, tolerate, suffering, to be patient, to his mother. I have never seen that sign for suffering. Number 13. He is really discouraged and cries because he is lonely. He is really, you'll see discouraged or discouraged, like depressed. I don't know the others. There's number 1, that sign, I've not ever used it before, so I'm not sure what that one is, but depressed, or D's depressed. And cries because he is lonely. Lonely. Number 14. I was shocked at the amount of pain he could bear. I was shocked at the amount of pain he could bear, tolerate, endure. Number 15. They had to separate the girls from the boys. Had to, must, should, ought to. Separate girls from the boys. Number 16. What goes up must come down. What's up must come down. Strange sentence, but. Number 17. He stood before the judge and pleaded innocent. So he stood before judge and pleaded, begged, pleaded innocent, innocent. Number 18. We went out of town ahead of the others. So we went out of town, and it would be ahead of, let's see, ahead of the others, or ahead of. Number 19. We saw him among the people, then he suddenly disappeared. So we saw him among the people. It looks like this, among, showing individuals. I would have thought more we saw him with, I don't know, people. Then he disappeared. Then he suddenly, this is a sign that I would use, disappeared, gone, disappeared. Number 20. I was in the center of town when my car stopped. I was in the center of town when my car stopped. And that is the end of the vocabulary for 17.